call sickle cell. It doesn't have a completely round shape. That cell does not have a completely round shape. So it takes a sickle-like shape, like sickle. This sickle they use in cutting something. Yeah, it takes a sickle-like shape. So that's why it is called sickle cell. All right. So you have to understand that the sickle cell disease affects the red blood cell. It affects the shape and the functionality of the red blood cell. I will explain, don't worry. Which in return, or let me say it affects the shape of the red blood cell as a result of an abnormal formation of hemoglobin S. That's how it begins. The sickle cell disease affects the red blood cell, affects the shape, affects how it functions, the shape and functionality of the red blood cell, due to an abnormal formation of hemoglobin S. Are you getting it? Now, the normal, if I may use the word, yes, I said in one of my videos, I said, if you are a sickle cell warrior, whatever, don't see yourself as an abnormal person. Yes, I know I said it. Yes, and that's on that is an attempt to work on your mental health actually. Yes, for you not to see anything as limit. And I'm not trying to say you should just do things. Yes, there are times you might need to stress yourself, but let it be that there's that demand. And even when you will need to even don't stress yourself at the extent of your health. Now, but when you're talking about uh the the abnormal formation of the hemoglobin S, no, the formation of abnormal hemoglobin S, yes. When you're talking about that, you see the red blood cells in the body. Now, you see the let me use the word the normal red blood cells, which can be found in AA especially. You see, by the time you look at AS2, AS has a combination of AA and SS. So it has the a touch. Let me put it that way. Now I'm trying as much as possible to be simple with my words. It has a touch of the sickle cell too. So, but then they don't experience crisis. Okay, anybody with the AS genotype, you hardly find them experience crisis. So you see, the red blood cells in AA and AS, yes, I said more especially of AAs because in DS you still have a touch of the sickle cell. The red blood cells in AAAS, let me put it that way, is round. The shape, the round shape of just like a cycle, okay? The round shape of the red blood cells in AA and AS. The normal red blood cell, let me put it that way, the normal red blood cell, this is how it functions. The roundish nature of the normal red blood cells makes it easy or makes it easier compared to that of the one the one in hemoglobin S. Okay, makes it easier for easy flow of blood and easy supply of oxygen to the tissues. Are you getting it? Yes, the normal red blood cells, due to the spherical, it moves, it flows easily, through the blood vessels. So it makes, and trust me, your blood carries oxygen, right? Yes. So it makes it easier for oxygen to be supplied to the blood vessels. Now, for uh, the affected red blood cells, okay, for the abnormal hemoglobin S, this is what happens. The red blood cells has been altered. Don't forget, as I said earlier on, the shape majorly was what was altered. the shape has been altered as a result of the formation of the abnormal hemoglobin S. When the shape of the sickle cell or of the red blood cell has been altered as a result of the abnormal hemoglobin S, it forms like a sickle shape cell. Okay, and once that is in place, you believe. Okay, let's just use the power of imagination. A round tire of a vehicle or a bicycle, machine, whatever bike will flow, will move easily, compared to a tire that is flat or that its shape has been altered from being circular to something like semicircle. To move will not be easy. This is what I'm saying. So once that shape has been altered, automatically the functionality will be altered. The way it functions will be altered. And once it has been altered, it doesn't enhance easy supply of blood to the tissues. It doesn't enhance easy carriage of oxygen, supply of oxygen to the tissues. And this is one thing you have to understand. Combination of cells makes up tissues. Combination of tissues makes up organs. And combination of organs makes up the system. So, directly or indirectly, when for a sickle cell warrior, or when the red blood cell has been altered, the shape of the red blood cell has been altered due to the abnormal hemoglobin S, almost all part of the body will be affected. Just like I said, combination of tissues, combination of cells makes up tissues. There's no part of the body that doesn't have their cells. Combination of cells makes up tissues. Combination of tissues makes up organs. And combination of organs makes up system. Are you getting it? So, in other words, the foundation of every system in your body is traced to the cells. Or let me say the foundation is the cells. And you have your respiratory system, you have the circulatory system, you have the central nervous system, you have the excretory system, you have the reproductive system, you have your immune system, etc. etc. So that's how it starts from. And once there is no easy supply of blood to the tissues, it can lead to things like organ damage. Don't forget. So any organ that enough oxygen is not being supplied to the tissues of that organ, if it persists too much, it can lead to organ damage. But before it goes to that, okay, let's go this way. The nature of the red blood cell that has been altered, the shape of the red blood cell that has been altered, are you getting it? Due to the uneasy flow, are you getting it? Due to uneasy flow, at a certain point, it can lead to what I call clotting. Clotting, like they become thick, they become stuck. And once that happens, of course, oxygen is not being able to be supplied. Enough blood is not being able to be carried, to be transported, to the part of the body needed, in the blood vessels. This is what happens. When that happens, when this clotting happens, this is where crisis, pains. So yes, pains, aches. It can be in the joints. It can be any part of the body. Don't forget I said combination of cells makes up tissues. Combination of tissues makes up organs. Combination of organs makes up systems. Are you getting it? Now, once that happens, any part of the body where that has been experienced, crisis, pains, especially joints. And I'm going to also be telling you why most times it is joints. Okay. Now, especially joints. Now, once that happens, then crisis begins.